Never break the line, been the motto, so I ain't never go long. Fuck it, spotting, volume low. You still catch a body for my bros on the low though. Cause what's a little yardie to my flows when I showboat? Yeah, I bet the season gon' be hard to bear. Hold it down for my city, so tell them not to fear.
Who's Kid Tini? Kid Tini is just an artist, man, an artist from Butterworth, Eastern Cape. Very small town right between East London and Tata. I'm just an artist, man. I wouldn't say rapper because that would, I think, would limit me, you know, into doing one type of sound. I like to, you know, broaden the whole art thing, you know what I mean? So I guess I could refer to myself as an all-round entertainer, you know what I mean? I really take pride in like what I do, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. In Butterworth, there's actually not much going on, you know what I mean? Like you either, if you're not doing like, if you're not at school, you're probably playing sport. If you're not doing that, you probably, you know, chasing mommies or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? Like it's a very small place. There's not much to do. And often like what happens is with the kids there, like I know a lot of my peers, not to like say negative stuff about it. I mean, it's also a great place, but you know, a lot of my peers would get into like the wrong, you know, types of crowds, and me included, you know what I mean? End up doing things, you know, that you regret, or things that go against everything you were taught coming up, just because of, you know, not being able to see more, you know. You don't see past the borders of the place. It's that small, and often it feels like it traps people in that day, you know what I mean? But the people there, the people are amazing, man. Warm-hearted people, very humble, and yeah, man, it's home, bro. Yeah. There's quite a lot of artists. Like there's a lot of rappers out there. Like I know I can't really mention a couple right now, but yeah, there's a lot of guys from that side that are pushing right now. Like yeah, I guess, I mean, it's slept on talent, and that's the thing that sucks about Eastern Cape. Like you have to go to Jersey or Pretoria to be noticed, you know what I mean? And the people from there will only start supporting you when they see you doing something this side. And it's kind of messed up. It's kind of backwards because you're supposed to support, you know what I mean? So it's kind of messed up, but hey man, it is what it is. Hey man, it's not even my old team, man. That's been the team, you know what I mean? I can't say it's my old team because Tinism.com is my movement, you know what I mean? I'm part owner of Tinism.com. I'm not just the artist, you know what I mean? So that's family forever, and surprisingly, they're the one who thought about this whole thing. I mean, we've had talks with Ambitiouz before, and it was like back and forth for a minute, you know what I mean? But we got to a point where we were like, okay, cool, this is going to benefit each party this way. And you know, there were other people who were trying to have those conversations too, but it wasn't as like proper, you know. We didn't share the same interests, and it didn't make sense. And Ambitiouz made this the most sense, and you know, me and my team, we decided, okay, cool, this is the best thing to do. Plus, you can't really front in front of, like, if you look at the artists in the roster of Ambitiouz, it's like crazy, bro, you know what I mean? So you can't say it could end up in a bad way. There's no way. So yeah, my team, Tinism.com, is still very supportive of the move, and we still working. You're still gonna see a lot of Tinism.com going forward. Hey man, coming of age was like me just testing the waters, you know. I was still trying to find, you know, I'm still trying to find my sound, to be honest. I was just experimenting with a whole different like bunch of sounds. And people don't actually like know that. People hear coming of age and they think instantly, oh, bars, oh, street rap, oh, ciphers, oh, battles, you know what I mean? And it was way more than that, for me especially. Like, it's just, you know, my come up story, you know what I mean? I was talking about things that I went through, you know. By the end of coming of age, I tried my best to make sure that if you listen from the first song to the last song, you can say you know who Kid Tini is, you know what I mean? I try to put myself in it. And, you know, it traveled, bro. It did more than I expected it to do. Honestly, this is a joint that I recorded in my bedroom, bro. So it was crazy. It had mad reach. I guess we did something right with it. But yeah, there's way more coming. Like, the only bad thing about it is that I need to keep, you know, it there. If I drop like some half-ass stuff, it's gonna be like, oh, but his tape was godly, but the album, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, competing with myself, really. But yeah, coming of age was me just putting my foot in the door, you know, just saying, yo, I'm here. So this is how this whole thing came about, you know what I mean? Um, Raz, Peter O, Envy, Black Liz, um, Jay Smalls, all of us were friends, you know what I mean? Like, when you're hanging out with, just people you like to vibe with, just, catching a drink or, parlaying or going to the club or whatever, you know what I mean? It was just us. It was a brotherhood, you know what I mean? Obviously, I knew them through my brother who, they've been friends for longer or whatever. But also, these are people that I look up to, man. People that I used to listen to, like, back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, still listen to and still find inspiration from them. So, what we decided was, because we were spending so much time together and it was becoming like a constant thing now, we were always in the studio. Because we all artists, they're all great artists. We all just, find a beat somewhere and put it on, record a song, and it would sound dope. And it got to a point where we had like so much content that we felt like not releasing something would just be a waste. You know what I'm saying? We sounded dope together. People were loving the sound. But like, actually, why don't we just do a conjoined project? You know what I mean? And it still is in the works. There's music. There's definitely more from the night is young. So it's going to be it's crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Shout out to the whole team, though. I felt what it's like to be independent, man. I felt what it's like not to be funded. I felt what it's like to have to do everything yourself or your team do everything for you, you know what I mean? It's a struggle, bro. It's not too easy. It's not at all. Having to go out and put your songs on radio. Some people were like, you're not big enough, or we can't play your video because you what, or whatever. People will always find a reason why they are going to keep you out. The gatekeepers will always try to keep you out, you know what I mean? But you take it in your stride, bro, and that's where the line comes from. It's like, I can never be like huge. I don't see myself as a big artist right now. I just see myself as a person who's breaking ground, you know what I mean? I'm doing something, and that something is catching the attention of the necessary people, you know what I mean? So that's where that whole thing came about. It's literally the story of my life, bro, you know what I mean? So yeah, that what's it go? How's it go? I ain't bigger, I'm just harder to ignore. Like, it's self-explanatory, bro. It's the truth. It's just my truth. And the whole song, how it came about was, I heard a beat by Tone Jones. I liked it. It was very, very different in terms of what was going on at the time. It was very, left. It was very street, backpack rap type beat. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna try and do what I do on this type of beat. But I tried to make it fun because I wanted to challenge myself and see how far I could take it. And I got to the most dopest people I know, I got Kid X on the joint, who's been really the GOAT when it comes to raps for the longest. Peter O also, who's been my inspiration for the longest, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to see, okay, cool, can I be in the ring with these people? And, it came out sounding proper, people were liking all three verses. It was just a dope jam. And I think it being different was also the selling point, you know what I mean? Because the whole market was too saturated with the same sound, basically, you know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah. Not taking shots at anybody, though. I mean, do what you do, my nigga. But, yeah, I think that alone just kind of, did this, man. Yeah. Hey, man, like I said before, it was crazy how it came about, bro. Like, I think I've been speaking to Ambitiouz Management since after I dropped the project. You know what I mean? So it's been that long. We've been talking for that long. You know what I mean? And it's not because, there was doubts or anything. I've always wanted to. Always. I was ready. It's just, it had to be right. And it finally was, man. It finally was. It made sense. And I'm so blessed right now because, I'm in the same label as, arguably the greatest artist in the country right now, you know what I mean? The roster at Ambitiouz is too crazy, and you can never front and say you don't see the work that's being put in. You know what I mean? So I look at that and I look at myself. I'm like, yo, the hunger is there. You know what I mean? There's work being put in. For me, that's pressure on me. Is that if I join a team that's so, you know, you know, like so focused and so in tune with what needs to happen, then I need to do the same. I can't be half-stepping, you know what I mean? I need to give product. And I think Ambitiouz is definitely a very good place for me to be at right now, especially me trying, the things I'm trying to achieve are just going to be so much easier to achieve with Ambitiouz Entertainment. So yeah, shout out to the team, man. I'm really happy to be here. See, with that, bro, I can't speak for no one else, you know what I mean? I was not in the room when those people were having their deals. I have no idea what the content of their contract. I know what I am here for, you know what I mean? And what I am here for is way greater than whatever happened with those people. I try my hardest not to put my mind into other people's business like that and try to focus on my own. So yeah, if people would be scared about that, okay, cool, that's their reason. But my end goal is far greater. I'm trying to achieve more things, and I'm ready to move with a team that's ready to move. And Ambitiouz Entertainment is ready to move, man. We're not gonna be chilling here discussing things that happen highly, you know what I mean? It's like, it's whatever, bro. New school bully. Yeah, man, that's just, a young alias that I like to use in my raps. It's like when I write raps, bro, I just go to a different place, man. Like, I just, I let the pen go. And, one time I was writing a line and I wrote, I'm the new school bully, and I actually oh shit. I put it on a song. People started picking it up. It sounded catchy. And, the management at Ambitiouz was like, yo, Fana, this is exactly what you are. You know what I mean? You need to embrace that. You need to show that you are the new school bully. And it's a very direct thing. And some people, old people will probably hear that title and be like, oh, come on, because this whole cyberbullying or whatever. For me, it means something completely different. It's just me coming into the game strong, waking up anybody who's sleeping, letting them know anybody could get it. You know what I mean? Anybody could get it. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can get it, man. That's just how I position myself in the game right now, man. I'm ready to work, bro. I'm ready to go in, like, I'm trying to maintain a streak. If you put me on a song, you need to understand that you're putting me on a song. You're putting the new school bully on a song. I'm ready. I'm cool. I'm good to go, bro. Just hit up your favorite. Be like, yo, why are you out here really delaying this thing? You need to get bodied, pet. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm ready, dog. I'm cool. I'm ready to go. That's just me, man. People will look at that and say, he's arrogant or he's cocky. I don't see it that way. I see it as I'm putting pressure on myself. Because if that's what I call myself, if that's what I try to position myself as, I need to live up to it. You know what I mean? I need to show that, yo, I'm not playing. And that's exactly what I plan on doing, bro. So it's not arrogance or I'm not being cocky. I'm still out here. It's still me. Still same old. It's just, I'm ready to work. There's a lot of things that I've done already. There's a lot of material. Oh man, I'm basically living in the studio right now. I just came from the studio right now. You know what I mean? We camping, man. We working. So there's definitely going to be a lot of songs with some of the artists in Ambitiouz. Like Cly is definitely gonna be in there. Pretty is gonna be in there. Right now I'm working on like a couple joints with Tweezy. So it's gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be dope.